going on? Y'all know what it is. Yeah, yeah, it's your boy Zone 6 coming at you with another video. All right, just for a little clarity. I know it's a little early for some of us. I know you guys went out and hit the streets and did your thing and lived your best life, but of course, we off in the garage, we off in this lab, and we're gonna keep on pushing this content out. Let me get everything quite set up thoroughly, just to make sure all the checks and balances are good. And as you see for the title, it's going to be me conversating about the Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia weigh-ins. Okay, I just want to get it set up properly. All right, so here's the thing. I just want to quick. Also, the link I sent the link out to a couple of fellas, so if they want to jump in on the Gervonta Tank Davis weigh-in situations and the concepts that I'm gonna speak on. So first thing I want to do is I want to speak on the Gervonta Davis weigh-ins, and I want to speak my piece on that. So the weigh-ins were pretty exciting. The weigh-ins look pretty good. I know most of us are breaking down the matchup stylistically and holistically. One of the things that I want to point to is that Gervonta Davis both and Ryan Garcia look good to me. They both look like any boxer that has cut weight. I know they just trying to pick at each other and say your face looks sunk in and this, that, and the third. But when you used to seeing like Tank's face, which is kind of usually juicier. I mean, once he do lose weight, he gonna always look like he just drained himself. That's just what Tank does. It's just how he looks. Ryan Garcia, obviously, the weight may play a role for him. I'm not sure, but he looked good too. I mean, I don't know. I'm not reading too much in between the lines until after the fact, but both of them look good at the weigh-ins. Both of them look ready. Both of them look good. Both of them look focused. Both of them look ready. I'm getting more and more excited about this fight as I have engaged with Blood. Shout out to Blood and Zoe and the whole round table squad, Big Phil Walker, and the rest of the whole entire crew, man. Wayne Talk, Rollo Jenkins. You know what it is, Big Hill, my boy from the Navy, man, that served with me. So that was a good time on Blood Channel, man. And I greatly appreciate that. But it got me thinking and it got me stimulated into looking at more boxing content and doing a little bit more research and just bringing your boy Zone 6 back home to the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. So I want to talk about this. Bernard Hopkins. Why is I'm confused on why Bernard Hopkins keep inserting himself into this young man's business in this young man's game. Bernard Hopkins always got some shit to say that's starting to feel biased. It doesn't feel like Bernard Hopkins is being objective and fair across the board with his opinions or his thoughts. Um, and I'm just trying to figure that out. Maybe I'm reaching, maybe I'm seeing something that's not there, but he really getting on my fucking nerves. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Every time somebody's on the stage, he's up there with a suit and he's always trying to interject himself and talking about street life. Man, we know you went to prison a long time ago. We know your story, B Hop. We know what you done. Move out the way. Okay, you don't been stopped, knocked out the ring. It's over for you. Let it go, man. We know you beat Oscar De La Hoya. We know your run at middleweight was impressive. We know you probably one of the top five, if not top three, middleweights of all time. Um, you definitely probably top 50 boxers of all time, maybe top 30. It may be outside of top 50, but you're in there, definitely in the top 100. So I don't understand why he keep interjecting his thuggery or his old man tough guy antics into these young boys' press conference. I don't understand that. Like he's always hovering because he does this to these guys who are like 135, 140, 150, right? He kind of hovers around that. Maybe 160 you'll catch Bernard Hopkins. Now everybody know Bernard Hopkins was a big middleweight. Okay, let's not get it twisted. What's up, boy? I see you. I see you in there. Shout out to you, man. What's up, Meg? I see you. I see you, Con. I see you. I see you boys in there. So, what I'm saying is that Bernard Hopkins, he's a big middleweight. So when he comes into these press conferences or these weigh-ins, he's towering over the guys that are 135, 140. He stay in the business of those guys, right? Just because how he does. And he's clearly bigger than these guys, and he clearly was a middleweight, but he's always jumping in, picking on little guys. Not just that he's picking on them like that, but he's inserting himself in these guys' business. Every time a 126-pounder is fighting or 135 or is fighting, I see Bernard Hopkins' big ass head hovering over these folks, talking about they ain't about that life, and he's a street nigga and all this kind of shit. But he don't do that shit at Deontay Wilder shit. You don't never catch Bernard Hopkins all up in the videos, dancing around, prancing around like a goddamn boxing version of Puff Daddy. He don't do that with the big dudes because he know he'll get his ass mushed the fuck off the stage. I don't never see this guy doing all them antics when Ruiz and guys like that about to fight. I don't never see him doing that. He's always doing it to the guys who are like the lower weight classes, the featherweights, all the way up probably to the middleweights, but not even middleweights. He don't do that around Maul. He don't do that shit around Maul. He don't really do it. He tried to do it with the Triple G thing and the Canelo. He tried to do it then, but no, he don't really do that. And I just don't understand why Bernard Hopkins have to insert himself in every little guy's weigh in. I don't understand that, and it's getting annoying and it's getting irritating. And this is just an observation that I'm pointing out within us watching the weigh-ins, and obviously with the fight on the horizon today. Um, he's getting annoying, and I'm sick of Bernard Hopkins doing that. That's just my personal opinion. All right. So I just want to know y'all thoughts on that, man, about Bernard Hopkins. Is he getting on y'all nerves, or is he annoying? Is it spicing up the weigh-ins? Because the weigh-ins was spicy, the weigh-ins was fire, but based on what Tank and Ryan Garcia had already done, they had already put in the work and done what they needed to do to promote it. This is being billed as the winner is now the face of boxing, or would be the face of boxing. Now, when we talk about that aspect of the weigh-ins and the bill for the fight, and we're just talking about the atmosphere around the fight today and the weigh-ins, okay? We've already done stylistic breakdown and stuff like that. We've already given you the numbers and given you some history on it. But this is just a good, open, just psychological type of conversation on the weigh-ins in the boxing, and just pointing out certain nuances that people may not have paid attention to. And I like to hit some of those that other people may not be talking about, just to keep it fresh. And one thing, like I said, is Bernard Hopkins. Am I the only one that's getting annoyed with Bernard Hopkins, old ass, jumping into these 135 pounders weigh-ins and keep inserting himself? Am I the only one? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blood Boxing, man. I see you in here. Let me see. Well, Golden Boy didn't have a big guy. They only got smaller guys. So you might now see B Hop then. If Marlon Munguia fought, you think B Hop would act like that? No, I don't think he would act like that. I think he would sit the fuck down, especially with Maul, because Maul might fly off the hinges and punch his ass and fuck the whole fight up. But Bernard Hopkins is doing it in a nasty, aggressive, antagonizing, nanny boo boo type of way. This is what I'm saying about Bernard Hopkins. I expect a little bit more civility in his approach toward boxing as an OG. I expect a level of maturity to be displayed to some degree. He grown, he can do what the fuck he want to do, but I just feel like he's always hovering over the little guys, and he's always behind somebody. You look fat. You ain't ready, sucker. Like he always doing some shit. I don't know what is wrong with him, man. He's always doing something and it's getting annoying. And if it were me, I would mush his ass. That's what I would do. Mush his ass right off the stage. Or tell them if he bring his ass to my press conference, I'm stopping his ass and the whole fight might be up for jeopardy because I'm stopping Bernard Hopkins. That's what the fuck I would say. I'm stopping this. Bernard Hopkins come across. Don't let him come around the scales. Keep his ass on the outside and put him in the audience. He's welcome to join, but he got to be down there. Because if you let him up on this stage and this nigga say something to me, I'm stopping his ass on the goddamn spot. That's what I would say. Fuck Bernard Hopkins. Because he get on my nerves. All right. Now, I want to go back to something that was brought up yesterday. That was a great conversation. Is Tank and Ryan Garcia fighting to be perceived? I got to throw that word in there. To be perceived as the face of boxing. Okay, just soak in on that. Let me pay attention to some of these comments and get that love and that respect, right? All right. Um, Blood. I think B Hop was trying to stop Tank from falling off the stage. You would say that because you're an old school nigga, Blood. You would say that. He was trying to stop no damn Tank from falling off no stage. Come on now, Blood. You just saying that because you like Bernard Hopkins. I know what you're doing. You think you slick. But you know that man, Bernard. Blood said Bernard Hopkins is on stage trying to stop Tank from falling off. Man, Blood, come on, man. Stop being Blood a funny motherfucker, man. He know better than that. What's up, UGC Flame? Boy, I fuck with him, boy. UG don't be playing around, man. I got to get back with him, boy. He had me. Let me tell you about UG, what I like. Why you guys soak on that question. I like UG, man, because UG got a hard-nosed style, man, that I fuck with 10 toes down. Like, that boy know how to cook. That boy know how to cook, man. UG know how to cook, man. And I remember it was a phase probably about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years. I had got kind of busy. But he one of the reasons, man, that I came back for a brief stint to really cook with them boys over there. He get order on his channel. I really like how he does it. He's like, I like how UG Flame do, man. Shout out to UG Flame, boy. That boy is tough over there. I fuck with him. I want to actually hear his opinion on this stuff live in HD. I got to get back in the loop, and I'm coming. Yeah, now Blood, you quit fucking around talking about he trying to help Tank from falling off the stage, man. I know you like B Hop, but B Hop bullshit, man. He all in them little boys' way and shit, trying to trying to beat them guys up, man. And this, if y'all don't know, man, see, Blood, that's how Blood is. See, Blood is a big, tall, yellow ass motherfucker. Blood probably like 6'6". Just in case y'all don't know that, if you think you're gonna run up on Blood and fuck with him. I know he old. I know Blood is old, but he's a tall motherfucker now. He ain't just no small ass motherfucker. He's a tall ass motherfucker. So that's the kind of shit Blood like to do. You know, intimidate kids. You know, he's a Joe Clark type of guy. Blood will kick you in your ass. You know, you all acting stupid in the hallways. Blood will grab you by your collar when nobody ain't looking and kick you in your ass until you get back to class, motherfucker. See, he like that kind of shit. So that's why he liked Bernard Hopkins getting on the stage, telling Tank what he is and what he ain't. I get it, Blood. Yeah, I know. He don't like the fact that they talking about these two motherfuckers might be perceived as the face of boxing, and this is for that type of accolade. Blood don't like that. So Blood like when Bernard Hopkins insert himself and bring that old school balance of a G checking by a real Hall of Famer. I fuck with you, Blood, but he get on my goddamn nerves. He get on my nerves. I'm telling you, I'm just being honest with you. So, however, after the chat, after the videos yesterday, Rollo Jenkins, shout out to Rollo Jenkins, one of the OGs in the YouTube boxing community. He didn't get on the video yesterday, but we got a chat that we chop it up about. And he said, hey man, he said, I think that it's some validity to them two being a face of boxing as to challenge that, right? Saying that they might be the face of boxing if we really think about it. It may be from a different perspective. Of course, I said, hell no. Man, I don't know about all that. But Rollo said, he says, man, I have so many people coming up to me asking me about this fight. Okay, that's ain't nothing wrong with that. He said, but they're young kids. They're 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. And I said, that's interesting. So I text him back this morning, like, yeah, I don't know about that. Some analytical shit I text. You know how I get sometimes. So as I text him that and finish that up, I go into the kitchen. I'm changing light bulbs today in the house, maintenance in the house and shit. You know how I go. And I said, what am I gonna do about this Tank fight? Am I trying to go out? You know, me and Zoe trying to link up to go out. I don't know if we're gonna go out. One of my partners gonna host it, or I might press the order on my shit. But guess what happened? I'm in there. My son, he says, "We ordering a fight tonight." What you talking about? He said, yeah, man. Who you got? Tank or Garcia? I said, now he 12 now. So I said, man, shit, I got Tank. He said, nah. I said, what? He said, nah, man, I got Garcia. I said, what? I said, what you know about the fight? He said, yeah, head exploded. I text Rollo, boy, you right. My son just asked me this shit. Literally this morning, after Rollo had texted all that last night, literally this morning, my son is 12 years old, is interested in Ryan Garcia. And he's rooting for Ryan Garcia. So for some reason, the social media, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I think I can see why they think, or they're saying that it may be for who's the face of boxing. It may not be that it is current or right now. They may be saying they're the face of boxing for the future, or they may be the projected face of boxing if they stay on the course after this fight. Meaning that whoever wins this fight is on a trajectory to be the face of boxing because they have such a great youth following. Okay, they have a great youth following, and I can say this: it is a lot of kids who know who Ryan Garcia is. I'm not gonna lie. And I can speak for Georgia and in Metro Atlanta area in Atlanta. I can't speak for other states. I know people know who Tanky is here because people love Tank here. So the fight here is a big thing because Tank, this is his second hometown to Atlanta. But the people know who Ryan Garcia is. And for my son to say that after Rollo had texted all that, that was very, very interesting. And I found that to be very, very exciting. So it's making me get more and more enthused about the fight. Plus, I've already cleared my motherfucking schedule today. So I'm finna jump on every goddamn video smoking today up until the fight. Um, Once I figure out if I'm gonna go out or if somebody gonna host it, I'll make the adjustments from there. But I'm gonna go ahead, man, and I'm gonna recap my statement from yesterday on Blood's channel. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to probably support these guys. So my son asked me, and I'm finna go ahead and ask him. Now I should bring him out here on camera because he said, um, he likes the length, and he broke it down. He broke it down. Let me bring him on. Hey, okay. Let me see. We're finna get him in here. Hold on. Zoe finna jump in. Zoe, can you hear me loud and clear, boy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're gonna keep cooking. I'm gonna let Zoe cook on. Let me finish. I'm gonna pass the rock immediately. So my son says, he says, hey, I like the length of Ryan Garcia. I said, boy, talking that boxing shit, he level he well. But he said,
Okay.
I'm finna he said, I like the length, I like the and I like the reach of Ryan Garcia. And I said, damn, I said, how you know about Garcia? He said, man, I've been knew about Garcia before I knew about Tank. So I said, damn. So I said, you know what? They that is they the face of boxing question might be more legit than what we think as it pertains to the youth. That's
I
all.
I agree with that.
Go
For
ahead, go
real. I agree with that 100%. They in the perfect position to really take over boxing because they got the two biggest moguls in boxing history behind them. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, it's the passing of the torch. It's time for somebody else to take that top throne. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like this is the fight right now that everybody want to see, regardless of how we feel about, because Ryan Garcia pedigree is ridiculous when you go back to amateurs. You understand what I'm saying? So he fought some formidable opponents and he beat some formidable opponents. You understand what I'm saying? That we know today as champions. So even though he has lost to them too as well, like I'm speaking on Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Devin Haney 3-1 over him. You know what I mean? According to sources. So you know what I mean? I personally, I'm not knocking Ryan Garcia. It's just that, yeah, you do have that background, but Tank, they was just talking about in an interview. I think it was on Fight Hype that Tank was sparring with heavyweights.
Mm-hmm.
You, you feel what I'm saying? Like how many 135 pounders get in with heavyweights on a regular basis? I'm just being honest. Like with heavyweights though, the top of the echelon. That we talking about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, that type of crack power that'll break your jaw. So you in there sparring with heavyweights. So if I mean the heat that he putting on himself is just ridiculous. Like the pedigree, that's what separates them to me. Gervonta willing to die in the ring. I'm not saying that Ryan Garcia not, but I feel like Gervonta is more intense in his um attack to the aspect of the sport. You know what I mean? He like, we know he got a bad, rap for, you know, getting into it with a girl, you know what I mean, going to jail for it. You feel me? And also and making mistakes just outside of the ring, period. You feel me? That really ain't we talking about boxing, so it really don't matter, what he did, but in a sense it did because you got fans and you got people that idol you. You feel what I'm saying? So you're an example to a lot of young black men, plus older black men. You know what I mean? You give us hope. You feel me? Because you made it to a point that we didn't think could be, made up again. You feel me? That's why I do got respect for Floyd for what he did. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I just don't feel like the pedigree from Ryan Garcia is um is on a level of Tank. He too straight up and down, bro. You know what this kind of remind me of? Like, cause he got hands like Luis Santa Cruz, except he got power in both hands. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Everybody talk about his left hook, but his right hook staggered a lot of people. I mean, his straight right hand staggered a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying? And his fights, I went back and watched a lot of his fights just to really analyze and see what Tank going up against. You feel me? Now, I feel like because he is a rangier fighter, now Tank cannot go in there playing with this guy. You feel what I'm saying? Because Ryan Garcia, this is like I respect, bro. He got power. You feel what I'm saying? He do got power, like and that's something that Tank ain't really had to face so much because the people that he had one really hidden. Like I believe Ryan Garcia hit him, but we could only see that in the fight. You feel me? How his punches affect Tank. You know what I mean? So we really don't know until the show get on. You feel me?
That's right. I agree. I agree with everything you're saying. And then I want to touch on this too. What you think about the weigh-ins? Because we won't hit a lot of the technical aspects about boxing, and we're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
slide back to blood because blood gonna go live. So I always pay homage to the OG, and I
Oh
try.
yeah, yeah. You got to blood.
Yeah,
Turn up,
yeah,
motherfucker. Turn up. I want to hear it.
yeah. We're gonna get it in. Just get a quick 31 minute in or 30 round. What you think about, because this is a time, this for you, right? I like to bring people on so they can introduce themselves in a
No doubt.
condensed form, and then when you go to blood, people kind of know who you is. We got to pick it. We got a system. So, what do you think about the weigh-ins? Did you see anything in the weigh-ins that can kind of alter your thoughts?
Well, they were supposed to make 136, right?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So I mean, I feel like Javante looks strong. You know what I mean? I feel like Ryan, to me, a lot of people might disagree with me, but I felt like Ryan looked a little drained, bro. Like he looked, because when I looked at him about 3 weeks ago, he looked kind of big. You know what I mean? Like he was like bruh said, who said that? Ryan is like a middleweight. And what's the name when he walk around? You feel me? Who said that? I just heard that the other day, but they was like Ryan's like a middleweight. He's a big like what is it, lightweight? You feel what I'm saying? So like he just looked drained to me. He looked like he lost too much. You know what I mean? But Javante looked cut, ripped. He looked dangerous. Just to me personally. Now other people might have saw that the other way around. You feel me? But I felt like Javante looked strong and Ryan looked kind of drained because he looked real skinny. Like it just from seeing him at the press conference when they was in LA and Javante put his hand in his face, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The nigga was bigger. You feel me? Like, and he whatever he did, he went into some intense training, but he looked drained. He looked drained. Like
But see,
that.
they're hot. But you don't know what it's gonna look like tonight because
Right.
that was in the afternoon. This man really probably, but if he put the right protein back in his body, Gatorade that thing. I really prefer Pedialyte over Gatorade, but if he
Mm-hmm.
put that thing had a good, nice man, some protein, some good quality fish, and then he eat
Mm-hmm.
morning, get him a cook.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
so you can look shrunk when you weighing in because you at the
Yeah.
but man,
Yeah.
that's on way from what he did last night, afternoon,
Right.
middle of the night. Just it's only 10 o'clock, so this man probably doing what he do to get back straight. So
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, I ain't saying that. I'm just going off. You asked me about what I thought about the way he is. So when I see Ryan, he looked a little drained to
he
me.
let it,
He was saying that Gervonta looked drained, but you really look drained, bro. Like, but he a big guy. You feel me? For the
uh,
weight. So that I like. Okay, I put it to you like this. I feel like if Gervonta go in there sitting around, hanging around like he normally do, it's gonna be a problem for him in the first few rounds because Ryan got power. But it's always that sneak factor. If Gervonta catch you with that right hook or that left uppercut,
mhm.
and them both of them vicious. I'm talking about both of them vicious. So if he catch you slipping on one of them dips and he slipped one of them punches and come up like he hit Luis Santa Cruz.
Well, underneath,
Hey,
underneath that seat tank for him to be
yeah,
exploit anything,
and
he gonna exploit it. All this chin,
yeah,
your stomach, and then
but see,
he took that
another
jab.
another aspect is that Gervonta fights well off the back foot, in my opinion.
I said the
And
same.
that is the deciding factor because I don't think Ryan ever fought nobody that fought like that. And he got power still stepping back, like, and he got short, clean shots. And it be you can't deny it. The ref, everybody go see it. You go hear ooh in the crowd. You feel it? Cause that's the shots that I feel like Ryan not gonna be ready for. He thinking about Gervonta just attacking and killing niggas. You feel
Yeah,
me? I guarantee you that's his focus. He like, I'm not gonna let him jump on me. You feel me? But he got to think about the sneaky shots that people don't see coming. Like times Gervonta, remember when he was fighting that what's that? The dude was from he was a Latin dude. You feel me? And Gervonta jumped into him with that left hook and knocked him out. Knocked him on his ass. He had the dude, Gervonta was wearing blue and white shorts in the fight. Blue and white. And I think he came in the ring with like a silver and blue jacket. You know what I mean? Kind of like a mink type. But he hit him with the left hook. He swung. He leaped into the left hook and knocked bro clean out.
yeah. He Tank to me don't had so many different knockouts from
Mm-hmm.
ways. I don't like it's so many that I'm like, damn, he knocked him out this way. It's always different.
Yeah, it's different.
Santa Cruz, the vicious uppercut. Romelli was Rami.
A fall back off the
Yeah,
rope
it
while
was
Romero was charging in, and
it,
he caught him. Wow!
it,
That man didn't know what city he was in.
yeah, he didn't know where he was at. Gamboa was different. It was late too. Well,
Yeah, it was late. 12th round.
yep, 12.
Yeah,
Barrios was late in 11.
yeah, 11th. Yeah.
Romy was in the middle. It's just he can tear you up through any round, and his power goes on through the later parts of the fight. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. But in the same aspect, Ryan also has power, even though we haven't seen him go that far and knock somebody out. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe Ryan power like that too, but I think he too his footwork is questionable to me. That's
Mm-hmm.
the part like I just be like, if he stepped the wrong way and you line yourself up with one of them rights or them lefts, bro, it's a real bad night for you, bro. But in the same sense, you're gonna win from this. Cause it don't matter who come out of this fight, win or lose or draw. Superstar, both of
Yeah.
them. Because you got the right backing behind you. And them folk finna take this to the moon. It might be a rematch.
It might be.
Instantly.
So,
It might be a rematch.
So this is what we'll do. We're gonna clear this one. I just like to get a quick 30 minutes in. We're gonna make these rounds on these.
All right.
Like Blood making something right now. I don't want to conflict with his. Tell them where they can find you at though. You gonna be uploading content. That's what we need.
Boy, man, I love the content so long. Boy, I guess I'm gonna jump back on, man. I love the YTBC, bro. Like, I just been studying y'all, man, because y'all been kids for so long. You feel me? Like,
Who you listen
hey, I love it, bro.
Who you listen
But
to?
Alonzo Hunt.
Okay.
That's it. Simple,
Okay.
easy. It's the same thing. You just go on Alonzo Hunt, subscribe, check my videos out. I'm finna start uploading content just so y'all folks see what's going on.
All right, we get
From another aspect.
let's go mingle in with Blood, man, and see the catch.
Yes, sir. Put them all in, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump over there. All right, bye. Peace out.
All right. Yeah.